I knew the moment he said my name that something was wrong. My father never called me into his office unless he needed something fixed. Quietly, cleanly, invisibly. But that day, he didn't look at me like a son. He looked at me like a loose end. And then he said it. Calm, final, like he'd been rehearsing. Your brother will take over the company. You'll help where needed. Help where needed. I didn't speak. I just watched his eyes skim past me, searching for my brother, the golden child with the golden smile, who'd spent his life breaking things while I spent mine repairing them. That was the moment something in me stopped asking to be chosen. Years earlier, we were inseparable, two sons raised under the same roof. But somehow, I learned to move in the shadows while he learned to perform in the light. I taught him everything. The numbers, the negotiations, the tricks our father respected but never admitted needing. He'd pat my back and say, "You're the smartest guy I know," and then go stand beside Dad like he'd earned the right. I didn't resent it back then. I thought we were a team. But teams require loyalty, and loyalty requires honesty. The betrayal came quietly. Small changes first. My brother's new confidence. The way he dismissed my suggestions in meetings. How he spoke to employees like they were props in his little kingdom. Then the paperwork started disappearing from my office. Strategies I drafted ended up in his presentations. Decisions I made were credited to him. I told myself I was overthinking. Until the night I found the email. From my father. To him. Subject line, "You'll take over. Don't tell him yet." There were attachments, my reports, my projections, my plans, all forwarded, stripped of my name, handed to the son he preferred. My heartbeat didn't spike, my hands didn't shake. I simply knew. This wasn't carelessness. This was the moment they decided I was unnecessary. I didn't confront them. Confrontation is emotional, and I don't waste emotion on people who've already shown me their value. Instead, I began planning. My father's company wasn't built on brilliance. It was built on structure. Systems I designed. Relationships I nurtured. Contracts I secured. They never realized I was the spine holding everything in place. So I loosened a few vertebrae. Quietly. I renegotiated deals in ways that protected me, not them. Shifted key clients into my personal network, legal, clean, irreversible. Redirected assets into ventures they didn't even know existed. Prepped exit strategies disguised as temporary delegations. And then I left. No fight, no explanation, just a resignation on a desk and silence in my place. That silence was the first crack. Their collapse began the moment I closed the door. They called for months. My brother first, accusatory, confused, then panicked. My father next, furious, demanding, then begging. But I had already built something stronger, smarter, mine. While they were busy drowning, I was busy expanding. It took them a year to go under. A year to realize the empire they gave to the golden son was a shell without the son they threw away. Funny how quickly a kingdom burns when the architect walks out. Which brings us to tonight. The office is darker than I remember. My father sits at his desk, older than he should be. My brother stands behind him, shoulders tight, eyes hollow. They asked me to come. They need me. When I enter, neither speaks. They look at me like I hold the final match. I do. My father clears his throat. We made mistakes. I let the silence stretch. He mistakes it for consideration. We want you back, he says, to help rebuild. There it is. The apology without responsibility. The invitation without respect. My brother steps forward. We can do it together, like before. Like before. I almost laugh. Instead, I lay the documents on the table. Proof that I bought everything they lost. Their suppliers, their assets, their last remaining viable branch. All under my name. My father flips through the pages, and with every line he reads, I watch realization flood him. He doesn't look angry. He looks defeated. My brother's voice cracks. You planned this? No, I say quietly. I planned my survival. Your collapse was just a side effect. He grips the desk. So what now? You destroy us? I look at them, the man who never saw me and the brother who used me. No, I say, I don't need to. I turn to leave. My father's voice breaks. Why? I pause in the doorway. You gave him the company, I say. Now he can finally understand what it feels like to lose something he never earned. And then I walk out. Relief doesn't come as a rush. It's quieter, steadier, like a door closing gently behind me. Some families are built on blood. Ours was built on hierarchy. And I finally stepped off the lowest rung. Not to climb theirs, but to build my own. And this time, no one gets it.